Hello, my name is Victoria Adame, and today I will be talking about the criminological theories that we have discussed during this semester and this course, and kind of how they've shaped my views and stuff that stood out to me, things that I hadn't ever thought about really, or just like how they have shaped my process as I'm entering this criminal justice field, especially with education and taking all these different classes that all tie into the same kind of thing. So one of the first things that stood out to me that we learned was just how many different theories of why people commit crime that there are. Obviously, crime has been going on since, like, forever, since, like, the beginning, and so it's very interesting to see how different generations and how different places have attempted to explain why crime has been occurring or occurred for whatever reason. I've really enjoyed that aspect of criminology and being able to see kind of how it shifted throughout the years, from thinking that it was because of a certain body type that people had that isn't true, or the cultural aspect of it, the the mental and biological aspect of it is all very interesting to me. Probably the three main theories that stood out to me the most are a social process theory, which that includes the social learning theory, social control theory, and labeling theory. And that's very big on just you are a product of your environment. It's because of what happens around you that kind of leads people to a life of crime or to commit crime, which I think is very interesting because I think you can very easily make that connection between crime and the way people either grew up or how they lived. Kind of similar to that is the social structure theories, the subculture of an area and how that affects it, and why certain crimes are normalized in an area versus not normalized in another, and how that varies region to region based on the factors of that environment, and kind of how, once again, you are a product of the environment that you grew up in or connected to. And then the last one that really stood out to me was the Marxist criminology perspective, which is where capitalism is kind of the reason for a lot of crime. And that's very interesting to me because, you think about a lot of petty crime, like theft, or, like drug abuse, or crime associated with homelessness. And you can very easily see how, because of capitalism, people are placed in systems and situations where sometimes that's one of their only options, or one of the only options that makes sense to them, where they feel kind of trapped and don't have a lot of resources. And so that was very eye-opening for me because, it's a very complex system in economics that we have, and so we just are all trying to do our best to make everything work out the way we want it to. And so those were mainly the ones that stood out to me, but I really did love this course and everything that we learned. And I appreciated, honestly, the videos, because they did let me kind of put myself, okay, if I'm this type of criminologist, what am I going to do? And so I really appreciate that, and I really enjoy this class. And I am definitely taking a lot of the things that I learned, especially about perspectives, and kind of shifting that into my future. And I just want to say thank you very much. Thank you for listening.